I think combat can still get difficult without singling out the barbarians. It's just one of those things where it's definitely something that is new territory to me, and I am trying to figure out, so... That's the life of the DMG. I think you have a great combat. Yes, exactly. No, I do too. No, really, like, I feel like there are certain combat encounters that I'm like, oh, this will be incredibly difficult, and then my players, like, damage it, like, the thing. That's the other thing. It's like, I feel like if I sick one creature onto them, they'll get it easy. But then, like, if I do a few more, it's a little bit easier to, like, get them to have combat be a little bit more difficult, I suppose is what I'm saying. But when it's just one, it is so hard for me to find something that is just, like... It's just like, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, anyways, what I'm saying is basically, like, there are some times when I'm like, oh, this will be such a difficult encounter, and then it ends up not being, and I'm just like, how am I ever going to... Balancing is just, like, really difficult for me sometimes. I feel like I should just start throwing difficult things at my players and just see what happens. Yeah, you did do pretty good with all the goblins. Yeah, for sure. I'm not saying you guys didn't do good. I'm just saying that basically, like, you know, it's difficult for me to figure out a good balance. Cause, like, I don't know. I feel like I struggle with combat just for the sake of having combat in a session. Like, I kind of just, like, I feel like the way that combat is set up in D&D, especially 5th edition, is that it wants you to basically have, like, 6 encounters a day. But the truth of the matter is that, like, no one's ever gonna have 6 combat encounters a day, because going through combat can take anywhere between, like, an hour to 2 hours to sometimes 3 hours. You know, especially when you have a large party. And things get wildly unbalanced when you have a larger party. So yeah, exactly. Sessions would be like an all-day affair. Like, at that point, no. So because of that, because they set up, you know, encounters... Oh yeah, I think you guys could handle harder monsters. It's just a matter of, like, what hard monsters I want to throw at you, you know? Yeah, 6, it is a lot. It's not the worst, but it definitely is, like, it is a new foray into trying to figure out how to do combat, you know? Which is why I'm always kind of hesitant to, like, level people up a little bit faster, because I'm like, there's 6 of you. You guys are fine being at, like, level 5 for a little bit while longer, you know? So, yeah. It's an interesting line to toe, I suppose, is really what I'm getting at. So, anyways.